What's going on, everybody? It's Baki from the Baki YouTube channel, and coming at you with another video. I told everybody I was going after you know the first set of playoff games today. I was gonna do a video, giving an overall review, pretty much of each game. Currently, I'm watching the last playoff game of the night, the Spurs Nuggets. It's fourth quarter right now, just up under 4 minutes left in this game. It's nip and tuck. It's a tight one right now. The Spurs are up, but I won't tell you too much about what's going on in this current game because some people aren't watching it or haven't watched it yet. So not gonna spoil it for anybody. Um, but just let you know it is a close game, which has been pretty much the theme of today. Outside of, Golden State Clippers, and even the Golden State Clippers game was competitive for a short amount of time, and then Golden State did what Golden State normally does. They make a big time run, but outside of really that, every other playoff game today has been a close game. Has been nip and tuck um, all day. So hey, it's playoff basketball. The regular season's over. Playoffs are here. So I expect nip and tuck games pretty much every day for the next few weeks. Because every round of the playoff season gets tougher and tougher. There's not that many blowouts. Everything's tough. So it is what it is. But I wanted to bring you this YouTube video before I kind of chilled out and went to sleep. I got pretty much a long work day ahead of me. Um, but I wanted to bring you this video before I chilled out and went to sleep. Um, I'm gonna start it off. First game of the day, I think it was Sixers. It was the Sixers and the Nets. The Nets got the upset, surprisingly. If you guys watch, hopefully you guys watch my YouTube video from yesterday. I kind of gave my thoughts on who I think would win and a little bit of the reasons why I would think they would win the series. Um, if you watched yesterday's video, I told you pretty much I thought Philly would win this series against the Nets. I think I said about 5 games. Um, did after watching game one, I don't think it really swayed my position on it. I don't think my position's different than it was yesterday about it. I said I think Philly. I think I gave the Nets a game, maybe two, but it hasn't really swayed my made me change my position on it from yesterday. I will give the Nets credit. The Nets, like I said yesterday in my last YouTube video, they're a young, scrappy team. So they're gonna work hard, scrappy. They're gonna fight. They're gonna scratch. They're gonna claw. You know. So I'm not surprised that they won a game. I didn't think they were gonna get swept. It is what it is. Um, but one thing I will say, I watched that game. Philly, I seen some chinks in the armor with Philly. Even though I still, like I said, I haven't changed my position from yesterday. I still believe Philly's gonna win this series. I said in 5 games, it might go to 6, just based off of how the Nets play. But I'm gonna stick with my prediction and say Philly in 5. Yeah, Philly in 5. So I know now that the Nets won game one, Philly has to win the next 4 straight for my prediction to be right. But I'm gonna stick with my prediction. But I did see some kinks in the armor, like I said with Philly. Jimmy Butler had a solid game. I think he had like 36. Um, Solid game, but Joel Embiid was off. Um, his game was off. I mean, kind of expected. I mean, he was coming into this playoff game, not 100%. You could tell. I think he missed a couple games within the last week or two going into this playoffs. With some nagging injuries and stuff like that. So you can clearly tell he wasn't 100%. And the Nets kind of took advantage of that. And the Nets, you give credit where credit's due. The Nets played one hell of a game. They went out there and they did what they had to do. They scrappy. They, scratch, clawed, played great defense. So they got that. They got that win out. Now it's time for Philly to make adjustments. Main adjustment they need to make, man. Joel Embiid has to get more involved offensively. Tobias Harris has to get more involved. Ben Simmons, man, like, dude, bro. I'm at the point with Ben Simmons, man. You know, no matter what happens in this series, no matter what happens in this playoff for Philly, Ben Simmons, I mean, real talk, his ass needs to work on the goddamn jump shot. Like, you cannot come back next fucking season without a fucking jumper. And I said that last year, that he needed a fucking jumper. I said that shit last year, and he came into the season with no fucking jumper. And I'm gonna continue to say it till he come into the season with a fucking jump shot. Because I mean, this shit is ridiculous. Like, bro, you gotta. I mean, damn, I'm not even expecting you to hit threes, but shit, bro, you gotta be able to hit at least a 15 footer. I mean, I mean, damn, you gotta be able to go to the free throw line and shoot free throws at a a average, above average clip. You know, I'm telling you, Ben Simmons is getting to the point where Ben Simmons is gonna start being a liability. You know, he's starting to become a liability offensively, man. And it's like, as much of the great things that he does, as far as rebounding, playing defense, creating, you have to be, more than that, bro. Like, offensively, your game, I mean, it's to the point where Ben Simmons ain't getting a layup or a dunk, man. He ain't got no other offensive game because he can't shoot. That's gonna be the Achilles heel for this team, man. He has to get it done, especially if Joel Embiid is not gonna be 100%. I mean, it's gonna be more, responsibility put on the shoulders of Ben Simmons to score. You know, I understood what Philly was trying to do when they brought in Jimmy Butler and brought in Tobias Harris, because both of those guys are scorers. Both of those guys, could take the load off, but at the same time, the same token, they benefit as well when Joel Embiid is benefiting. If Joel Embiid is not 100%, Ben Simmons, even with Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons going to pick up the scoring load. So I mean, he has to play better. He honestly, he gotta play better than that, bro. Like, for real, he has to play better. Um, but like I said, give credit where credit is due. The Nets played one hell of a games. They scratched, they clawed, they played great defense. Great defense. You know, D'Angelo Russell had a great game. Spencer Dinwiddie had a solid game. I think his name was Carl Everett. Had a good game. I mean, overall as a squad, the Nets had a really good game. Hopefully we can see what they can do, see if they can build on it for game two. Um, like I said, I still pick Philly to win this series. I picked them, like I said before, in 5 games. That's looking real unlikely because the Nets already won this game, but I'm sticking with my prediction and go with 5 games until I'm told differently. Now, if the Nets win game two, like if they're able to sweep um, Philly in the first 2 games, on the road, then I'm gonna definitely have to rethink my prediction, and I'm gonna have an even further, more in depth video talking about how Philly's in trouble. But it is what it is. It's one game. I know it's the playoffs, but it's one game. It is what it is. Now, if you guys notice, I keep looking up. I'm doing this video, but also I'm checking out the score of the Spurs Nuggets game. Like I said, close game. It looks like it's going down to the wire. Um, been kind of typical of the whole day, because you know, Sixers, Nets went down to the wire. Magic, Raptors went down to the wire. Like, the only game that didn't go down to the wire was Golden State Clippers, and I didn't expect that to go to the wire. I'm down the wire. I mean, who the fuck really expects the Clippers to really be able to do anything against Golden State? So that was the one game I pretty much knew. I mean, Golden State was going to kick their ass. But outside of that, all the other games have been competitive as hell. So moving on from the Philly game, the Philly Nets game, moving to Raptors, Magic, another upset. Just like the Nets upset Philly, the Magic upset the Raptors. That one is a little more. I mean, I won't say a little more. Excuse me. I'm gonna say it's kind of similar. I kind of had a similar feeling with that series, with the Magic upsetting the Raptors, that I had with the Nets upsetting Philly in Game 1. Similar feelings on it. Kyle Lowry, bro. Once again, fucking Kyle Lowry. It's getting to the point where now you can just say it as usual, like not showing up in the playoffs, bro. Like, he's, honestly, God, he's not showing up in the playoffs. Like, every time the playoffs kick in, Kyle Lowry does not show up. Now, this time is a little different because you have Kawhi Leonard, and no disrespect to DeMar DeRozan, because I like DeMar DeRozan, but Kawhi Leonard is a better player. He's not only a better player, he's a better shooter, he's a better creator, he's a better defender. Kawhi Leonard is better in all facets of the game than DeMar DeRozan. He's a better player. Like, when healthy, Kawhi Leonard is a top 3 player in the league when healthy. You know, there was a time period years ago when, the top 3 players in the league, people were saying, was LeBron, KD, and Kawhi. You know, some people had him number 2 ahead of KD because of, chips. But it wasn't that long ago that Kawhi was a top 3 player in the league. Now, after what happened with all that situation in San Antonio and him damn near sitting out a year, people like forgot what time it was. Kawhi Leonard is the top 3 player in the league, man. Come on, let's understand what time it is. He's a clearly better player than DeMar DeRozan. But like I said, with that being said, Kyle Lowry once again not showing up. Not showing up, bro. It's the playoffs, and here you are. I know it's one game. It's one game. So I'm not going to really get too much on this case. But Kyle Lowry, it's the playoffs, bro. When you have situations where you're known for not showing up in the playoffs, you cannot, come into a playoff game and keep doing the same things that you've been doing every time you're in the playoffs, every playoff series. Like every time the playoffs kick in, Kyle Lowry doesn't show up. That's just facts. But it was a close game. The Magic eked out a win. Vucevic played well. DJ Augustin played well. DJ Augustin outplayed Kyle Lowry. I mean, clearly outplayed Kyle Lowry. I mean, DJ Augustin had a great game. Really outplayed him. Terrence Ross was solid. Aaron Gordon had a good game. Fournier, I think his name was Fournier, for Orlando, had a good game. So I mean, overall, it was a lot of guys in Orlando who played well to get that W. Now, just looking up Spurs, Nuggets just ended, and the Spurs won. So another road team gets the W in another quote-unquote upset. So pretty much 3 of the 4 games today have been upset by the lower seed. The lower seed has beaten the home, has taken over home court advantage. Um, but it is what it is. Orlando played well, similar to how the Nets played. Plays great defense, rebounded the basketball, and switching. They were able to switch pretty much everything against Toronto. That's what I took away from that game. Defensively, they were able to switch everything, and the length of the Magic. Like I didn't know the Magic was that damn tall. Like they have a bunch of long, not just a bunch of long guys. They got a bunch of long athletic guys, like guys who are like long arms and athletic as fuck. So they were pretty much able to switch everything, and that really, to me, watching the game, it really gave Toronto problems, man. Like they were having problems dealing with just the length of the Magic. Um, Kawhi was great. But at the same time, Kawhi needed help. That goes back to my little bit of a rant, about Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry didn't show up when Kawhi did everything he could to keep him in the game, to try to get that dub. He was putting up buckets, playing great defense, rebounding the ball. I mean, playing like Kawhi. But damn it, Kyle Lowry, bro, you all star, bro. Like, come on. You can't be. I don't even think Kyle Lowry scored in this game. That's no exaggeration. Kyle Lowry didn't even fucking score. But how the hell? I mean, you're a damn all star. How the fuck do you not score in a playoff game? Like this shit is fucking ridiculous. How the fuck you don't score, bro? Like, come on with this bullshit. Like, I mean, Kyle Lowry, man. Like, to me, and I'm not trying to be a Kyle Lowry basher or a hater, but it's like to me, Kyle Lowry is overrated, man. And I know a lot of people that say the same exact thing. Like Kyle Lowry is overrated because it's like, fuck, dude. Every time the playoffs kick in, your ass don't show the fuck up. And that was a situation that DeMar DeRozan kind of had, where DeMar DeRozan would show up, not to the extent like Kyle Lowry. DeMar DeRozan was more consistent, but even DeMar DeRozan at times had issues where he wasn't showing up in playoff games for Toronto. So when you had DeMar DeRozan along with Kyle Lowry, who's your two best players, your two All Stars, and both of them are inconsistent and not showing up, and then on top of that, the mixture of the fact that they were playing against LeBron every fucking year. I mean, LeBron owned their ass. Um, but this is a new Raptors team with Kawhi. So Kawhi, who's a champion, who knows what it takes to win playoff series and win playoff games and win battles. As you could tell, you could see the experience that Kawhi had, and has, and he was hitting clutch bucket after clutch bucket, making clutch play, and then once again you see Kyle Lowry not showing the fuck up. Like, damn, dude. Like, if Toronto gets upset, which I still doubt, I still doubt, that Orlando beats Toronto. I said Toronto in 5. I think in my last video yesterday, and I still believe that. Honestly, God, I still fucking believe that. Like, because as great of a game Orlando played, I just think Toronto's still a better team, and I think Kawhi can do his thing. So if anybody can win 4 straight, I mean Toronto could win 4 straight against the Magic, you know. But he's gonna need help from Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's gonna have to show the fuck up, dude, and stop bullshitting around. Um, but Kawhi did his thing. He just didn't have no damn help, man. So if if Toronto's gonna win this series and improve in the playoffs each round, Kyle Lowry's gonna have to show up. Siakam played pretty decent in this game. He's pretty decent in this game. I mean, but it is what it is. Kyle Lowry, I'm gonna keep harping on Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry cannot be getting outplayed by DJ Augustin. DJ Augustin shouldn't be kicking your ass. Like, that's bullshit, bro. Like, come the fuck on. And that's not saying, that's no disrespect to DJ Augustin, but DJ Augustin has been a career backup. Kyle Lowry, an all-star point guard. You should not be getting outplayed by DJ Augustin. I mean, this whole damn near this whole Magic team is full of young guys. I mean, it's their first time in the playoffs, so it's like, bro, they have a lot of inexperience. DJ Augustin should not be out playing Kyle Lowry. That's not how that shit's supposed to go. But that's what happened, and that's why they end up losing. Um, you know, but it is what it is. You know, that was the second upset. Then we're moving on to the Golden State game, Golden State Clippers. That was pretty much predictable. I still, obviously believe the Warriors are gonna sweep the Clippers. Now, I mean, I did say, a sweep, but it's gonna be a hard sweep because I mean, LA, the Clippers, they're tough, they're gritty, they're gonna battle Golden State. It's gonna be a tough 4 game series. I still believe it's gonna be a sweep, but it's gonna be a tough uh, 4 game series. And this game didn't disappoint. I mean, it was tough, it was rough and rugged. I mean, you can see in the beginning, like the first half, and some parts of the second half, but mostly in the first half, it was a lot of defense, a lot of rebound, a lot of block shots, a lot of grit, toughness type things. But towards the end of the first half, the second half, the, you know the Warriors did what the Warriors do. They start splashing all over their ass. Steph Curry, Steph Curry had fucking 15 fucking rebounds. Like god fucking damn. If Steph Curry has 15 fucking rebounds, I mean, that's a fucking problem, bro. Like, 15 fucking. Steph Curry had 15 fucking rebounds. Like, shit, bro. It is what it is. That's a recipe for disaster, man. If he's getting 15 fucking rebounds. I mean, then obviously, he's gonna score. He's gonna shoot the lights out. I mean, he was shooting the lights out. I think he had like 38. So, you know, Draymond had a good game. You can tell that Golden State flipped the switch and was like, all right, motherfuckers, like, let's go ahead and, just go out and just start kicking everybody's ass and reminding motherfuckers because a lot of people have forgotten that. Like, I think Stan Van Gundy in the pregame show was talking about why the Warriors aren't gonna win the chip, like why he believes the Warriors aren't gonna win the title. I'm like, dude, come the fuck on. Like, who honestly believes there's a team in the league that's gonna stop them, man? Like, I have no belief in any squad in the West, especially Houston, because that's who everybody believes can beat, Golden State. It's Houston. I don't care what nobody say. Don't let nobody else fool you. Houston's the squad that everyone really honestly looks at and says, okay, they have a chance to go out, beat Golden State based off of what happened last year. With that being said, if I'm Golden State, I'm gonna sweep the Clippers and get to the Rockets because I'm like, dude, I want to make an example out of these motherfuckers, man. Like, I want to, if I'm Golden State, I want to annihilate the same way that they wanted to annihilate the Cavs after what happened 3 years ago. They annihilated the Cavs the next 2 fucking years. That's how they should feel about Houston. Like, no, we're not gonna let this series go 7 games. We finna fucking try to destroy these motherfuckers, man. But like I said, with that being said, Warriors Clippers was a battle. I mean, a lot of people gonna watch the videos about Patrick Beverley and Kevin Durant. Patrick Beverley does what Patrick Beverley does. He's an irritant. Plays solid, hardcore defense. It is what it is. That's that. I mean, mad respect to Patrick Beverley because that's how he plays. I can respect the shit out of it because that's how he fucking plays. He fucking plays the same way. You know, but they had him guarding Kevin Durant, and this rough and rugged and how tough Patrick Beverley is. He just don't have the size and the length necessary to really fuck with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant can shoot all over his ass anytime he fucking wants to. It is what it is. But the Warriors, once again, they showed their dominance. They showed why they're the defending champs. Show why they're the best team in the league still. And I don't see that changing going into game two. I really don't. So that's quick. We can move the fuck on. Now to the last game that just happened. Spurs Nuggets. Spurs won. I wouldn't even really classify it as an upset because technically it is an upset because it's a 7 seed beating a 2 seed. But I said in my video yesterday, I don't really have too much belief in the Nuggets. Like the Nuggets are a really young team. They're a really talented team. They're a really talented team, really young team. But I said that I said the Nuggets would win, but I said they would win in like 6 games. I gave the Spurs 2 games out of respect to San Antonio. But I said in the video that the Nuggets would win in 6 games, but it'll be a tough 6-game series because how young the Nuggets are. They have a bunch of guys that don't have really too much playoff experience who's new to this thing. Whereas San Antonio, even though they're 7th seed, they got a bunch of guys with a bunch of playoff experience who knows how to get it done. And that's what happened in this game today. Like, while I was watching it, while I was on the video with you guys here on YouTube, I'm watching some of the game, and I'm like, dude, you can see San Antonio making critical play after critical play after critical play in the final 4 minutes, and you see the youth of the Nuggets. Like, they made big time plays. Don't get it twisted. Like, it was a really close game. The Nuggets made key baskets, but their youth kind of showed. It showed, their inexperience. It really showed. But I'm gonna stick with my prediction. Nuggets in 6, but it'll be a hard fought 6. San Antonio's gonna make this a hard series for those guys. It's gonna be a welcome to the NBA playoff type of series for the Nuggets. But it is what it is, man. But I just wanted to, get a quick YouTube video out. I know I didn't give too much information, but I wanted to get a quick YouTube video out about each game and give a little bit of my thoughts on each game. I'm gonna have a little more. I'm gonna go more in depth tomorrow because we have 4 more games tomorrow. I'm gonna have another YouTube video out and I'm gonna go more in depth. Talking about the games for tomorrow and go a little more in depth on each game that happened today. So, like I said, hopefully you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video, leave comments, man. Please leave comments. Let me know whether you agree with me, don't agree with me, and if you don't agree, or even if you do agree, leave comments and tell me why you agree or don't agree. I love having debates. I love debating other guys guys and girls actually, who have sports knowledge and has different opinions. Because I love debating people who have different opinions from me because it brings out the best in me, and hopefully I bring out the best in other people, and it brings interesting perspectives that I probably didn't think about, and hopefully vice versa. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Hit me up on my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook. If there's anything that you guys really want me to talk about, or anything, hit me in the comments and let me know that as well. This is Baki signing off. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Peace out.